Blimey.
What you got there? Is that more gear?
Oh, not more gear.
Really? More gear? Show me.
Blimey.
I want one of those.
You're having a laugh. In one gear and at the other. Cycle of gas. Hello. In one gear and out the other. Welcome. My name's Matt. You might know me from such YouTube cliches as Pedalscapes, where we do a long form video with an ambient jam, going through looking at gear and getting loads of strange noises from it. This is kind of like a companion piece to that. So it's the signal chain and a look at the pedals, sort of the sound check that we do before starting the ambient jam. So if you haven't got the time or the patience for the ambient jam, this might be more suited if you just want to hear what the pedals are doing. Okay, get an idea of what's going on. Anything to add, Matt? Good question. Yeah, can't think of anything at the moment. So should we get on with it? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. All right. Okay. Here we go. So this week is a sound check with I just recently did the Keeley Taiga modded Octa Psi and said I would do an Octa Psi comparison between the Taiga mod and the OG circuit. Have a listen for yourself, and I'll talk about it afterwards. So without hesitation, trying to avoid, without YouTube cliches, here is the signal chain and sound check. Let's talk about signal chain. We've got AS72 into the Octa Pspsps, into Taiga modded Octa Psi, the Russian Octa Psi, into the Laney Cub 12R, speaker out to 2 notes captor, emulated mic out DI, going into compressor, into record. The unemulated line out is going into the halo. The halo feeds the clean of the signal blender stereo. Stereo in and out to the Zoma in A, and stereo in and out to the cloudburst in B, and then the stereo output from the signal blender stereo is going into the stereo effects return on the simplifier DLX to give it a little bit of analog type speaker sim before going into compressor, blimey, into record. That's the signal chain. Here's a clean tone on the bridge humbucker. Nice. I'm going to put a little bit of spring on the Zoma just while we do a little comparison between the fuzzes on the Octa Psi. So that's clean. Spring on the Zoma. Oh, turn it on. Turn it up. Oh. Definitely needed the what's it called? The phase switch. Drenched. I'll turn it down a little bit. Okay, so got similar settings on both of the Octa Psi. So we are level about 5.2, buzz about 8 o'clock, and tone about 4 o'clock. Set to scoop. Here is the OG. Well, it's the Pspsps, but it's an OG in puss clothing. Same setting on the Taiga. Definitely feels like there's a bit more beef on the OG. Okay, so same setting now on the so that was scoop. Now on the punch. OG. Taiga. Yeah, it definitely feels like this is a bit cleaner. Okay, so onto the Psi OG. Taiga. Well, maybe you can hear that. I think to me, the Taiga is more forward. It's less in your face, but it just seems a little bit more present, you know, a little bit less gnarly and likely to just absorb everything in its path, which is one of the nice things about the OG fuzz. But having a bit more clarity, hopefully, you know, might be nicer in a band situation, or depends what you're after. I mean, I've done some lovely, you know, had some lovely jams with this and made some tracks. I look forward to getting this into the tracks. So that's it for the cog people, for the cycle of gas, cycle of gear, blah blah blah, YouTuber cliches. So I'm gonna jam now. So I'm gonna build up a jam. In fact, no, hang on. I'm gonna just bring the other pedals in. So let's do a bit of that first. I'm still gonna talk about it. So we've got in loop 1, got a lovely spring. I'm going to bring the cloudburst into loop 2. And again, I think we need to do the phase. Maybe just turn it up a bit. Oh my. There's the cloudburst. Again, just changing the phase switch. And in the other one, let's bring in the Zoma. And let's have a bit of the sine wave trem from the Zoma. Bit more depth there. Now, let's give a little bit of pitch on the Octa Pspsps. See how that goes. Nice. Some halo. I'm going to very quickly get carried away with this, so I'll just bring the detune in on the pitch on the Russian. Now, cycle of gear, I'll hand you back to me over there on the other channel. And escapers, let's escape on. YouTube cliches. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So, I do go on sometimes. If you want to see the long form content, watch it on Pspsps. So, what do I think? Yeah, the Taiga mod seems to have... It's a bit cleaner. Cleans up nicer than the OG circuit on the fuzz. And it's lighter. There's less woof. Less... I think the low and mid frequencies play a little bit nicer. If you're thinking about mixing signals, the OG plays nice as well, but it's super dominant. So that's what I think. In one gear and out the other. God blimey. How many Octa Psis does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know, more the merrier. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Do you have any of this gear? Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join me on Patreon, on patreon.com/Pspsps, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers. My name's Matt. This has been Cycle of Gas. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Blimey. What you got there? Is that more gear?
Oh, not more gear.
Really? More gear. Show me.
I want one of those. We're having a laugh. In one gear and out the other. Cycle of Gas.